way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No decaf, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no decaf. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no decaf. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content. It's culture. Welcome to the Cookout with Toyo, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with pimps over simps. Church, real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no decaf. Put no creamer in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get, man. Come on, press play, press play.
Elevated, you live, man. Man, what's going down? Who in the building, man? Hey, Lil J, what's going down? I can't hear you, Elevated. Got Show Enough in the building. Yeah. Yeah, man. Drop the link in the chat. Man. Yeah, so check this out, man. We talking about conditioning the mind of a dog, man. So look here, man. What's going down? Hey, Wells Walker, what's happening? Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Yo. Yeah, man. Okay. Got going here, man. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir, man. Okay, so what's up, man? What we got going on? Let me send this. Hey, Supreme, what's up, man? Yeah, here comes Dre. Yeah. Okay. Man. All right. Dre on the way, yo. Yeah. Let me put these pumps up. Well, hold on.
Yo. Man, can't call it my spotter. What's good, big dog?
Hey man, you know what it is, man. Yeah, so we up here, man, doing our thing, man. So Elevator wanted to talk about conditioning the mind of a dog. So we gonna continue that. We gonna talk about that, man. Yeah. All right. So
okay, let's cook. Let's cook.
Yeah, man. So what's your how you feel about conditioning the mind of a dog, man? What's your perspective on that?
Well, Schoolboy said it best, man. Conditioning starts from the time of a puppy in its whole life.
Yeah.
So the mind starts with everything we've been talking about, building the confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Making sure they're mentally tough enough to do the work.
Yeah.
So that's the mental conditioning where it starts for me. The physical conditioning don't take 6 to 8 weeks for most people.
Yeah.
But if you ain't got that dog ready for the work you about to put him through, you ain't gonna make it there, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I start by testing the dog, creating all types of little challenges for the dog at a young age, when it comes down to it, man. And conditioning the mind of a dog, man, is a little different than just the word condition. You got to build a dog's confidence up to be able to complete the task. You know what I'm saying? So working with a young dog, man, and creating those type of situations, man, where you can test the dog, it shows as they grow. Yeah, definitely shows as they grow, man. That's one of the things that I definitely do. Yes, sir. Hey, Supreme, what do you do with your dog, man, to build their confidence or whatnot?
And I really when I'm going somewhere, and if I ain't going to work or nowhere, even if I'm going to somebody's career, I'm taking the puppies with me. Take them everywhere with me, get them used to being around different people. I'm more so trying to build that bond between me and that puppy.
Mm-hmm.
That puppy see how I'm acting. Hopefully, it'll pick up on how I'm acting at that time.
Man.
Really just let them be I really just, what I'm saying, when they're young, I just really just let them be puppies, let them be dogs.
Yeah.
Until they decide that they want to, do something different, then I age the system or stop them.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Let's see here, man. What's the most stress you put a dog under, when it comes to conditioning and building the mind of a dog?
It'd probably be the heat, working them in the heat.
Man, you ain't said a word.
Work that joker in the heat, and then when I get done working them in the heat, that car ride home where they ain't got no water, it'd probably be like 6 or 7 minutes, and then I sit there and try and gauge how much water they drink.
Yeah.
Drinking too much water. All right, cool. Now, if the activity wasn't that vigorous and they want to drink a lot of water, I ain't gonna stop. But if I know I just walk this joker 7 miles a day, spring post this joker for an hour, you can get a couple sips and sit down.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's one thing that I do, man, because I got a house dog, so that AC is pumping. So and you can tell, in certain situations and in certain heat situations. So when we work, I work in the garage with the door down. Sometimes I had a fan going, but if I had the door down, we keep it short, because they need air to breathe, to get it done. But it also stresses the lungs just a little bit. So I never go in the garage, I never go over 15, 20 minutes. You know, that's the max in the heat. You know, and then the cool down is in the heat also. You know, if we don't go for a walk, we'll stay in the garage and do that, and it kind of puts that stress on them, man. You know, and lets them recover. And this is with no water, man. You know, to I don't want to give her any water because of the heat situation, and just letting her get a full cool down, and I might give her a couple of laps, but that's about it. You know. Yeah.
But I had one die for letting them get to that water after that long walk.
Man, I have never had a dog die behind that, and when y'all was saying that, I could remember back in the day, like, man, that was nothing. I would never give them no ice cold water, but you know, we be out at the top at 12 o'clock noon, stupid hot, and been doing a whole bunch of work or whatnot, and then give them some water, and, you know, yeah, I wasn't thinking anything of it. I've been lucky. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, so man, what how do you do your rub downs? How often do you do a rub down, Supreme?
If I work with for more than 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And I got these one girl got a whole bunch of the massage guns.
Yeah.
She got the upgrade. So
Damn.
Yeah, so I got a massage gun, bro. And it took
Man, I've never done that to a dog, man. Ooh, you on another level, boy. Hey, shout out to Ty Gray with that 3-piece, man. Pow, 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 man. Hey, Schoolcraft Killers, what's happening, man? Quick FC 7. I've been on that lately too, working the heat a little bit and cool down where we work out. Yeah, man. Quick FC, you keep your dog in the house? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Lone Wolf, Melee. Man, you say I worked the dog so hard when I was young that he fell out, woke up when he went back to work, and I had to put him up and calm him down so he would keep he would keep doing it. Damn. Whoo. That's a determined dog, boy. Man. Yeah, man. You know, that's something that yeah, Quick FC 7, man. That's something that a lot of people don't it's hard to do, like, you know, you got to balance the two when it comes to working, especially if you got to keep or something like that, man, because that's one thing Dre had pointed out to me. I started paying attention to it too, man. You know, watch the dogs. If you go to these confirmation shows and you see that dog that's moving around from the time of the show to the end of the show, not, you know, just, you know, you might see it working the flirt pole and doing all that stuff and still had the same energy at the end of the day, man. That's a conditioned dog in real sense. Yeah. So he wouldn't keep doing it, so he would pace himself. Yeah, man.
Yeah, hey, I'm telling you, and once again, shout out to Constant Pressure Kendalls, because he the one that taught me that lesson.
Yeah.
I thought my stuff was in shape until I went up against Constant Pressure Kendalls. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yep. And that's a challenge, man. When you have when you have house dogs, the dogs in the house, and you really trying to condition them in the right sense, man, to put in some work, man. That the heat factors mean a lot. Like, even, you know, right now, I know for a fact Michonne go harder in the winter than she do in the summer, and that's because of how she's, you know, how she's housed. But it is what it is, man.
She like to lay out in the heat and bask in it.
So I don't necessarily let her do that too often, man. Because, you know, my situation out here is a little different. Because I got you know, it right now it's snake mating season, so they out. When I say they out, I mean they out. Like,
you know what you mean?
What's up?
You need to find somebody who breed mongooses and have them jokers in the backyard.
Man, ain't no telling, man. But yeah, it'd be nice if they let them loose, but ain't no telling what they do to the environment if we had an overflow of them,
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, man. So and then both of my neighbors have dogs. It's 2 dogs on my left and 2 dogs on my right, and they both big dogs. And my neighbor on my right, he got reptiles, fish. He got a pond in the back, man. So uh,
He exotic. Joe Exotic, huh?
yeah, man. I salute to him, for real. But man, he got venomous snakes, he got pythons, man. He in all of that, man. And so I got an overflow of flies, man. Every time, I clean my yard, I make sure that as soon as especially during the summer, in spring and summer, as soon as that poop hit the ground, it's up, and still got flies. I treated my yard and stuff, and I'm gonna have to break down and start getting the fly traps and all that other stuff, man. I've done like the natural way, like the apple cider vinegar, sugar, and dish soap, Dawn dish soap. Man, it ain't enough. It ain't enough, man. So I don't leave it. I don't, I'd rather be out on a walk. We'll just get it in, get that that sunshine on the walk,
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I ain't like AZ where they ain't gotta really worry about flies like that. Hey man, doctor, what's happening? Yeah. Yeah. So how you gonna work out when your schedule change, man?
Well, usually in the beginning it was I get home from work and then go walking.
Yeah.
Like an hour and a half walk, or either probably because it's gonna be warm, starting to get warm, so I might work out in the backyard for about 30 minutes and wait till she start passing, then walk, just bring her on and get her used to that. And then when she come in heat, then hey, once I get her knocked up, she still get some walks.
Mm-hmm.
Won't be getting no vigorous workouts, but she'll still get her walks.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Man. Yeah. Hey, you over there mashing down, Dre, huh?
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm on super daddy mode, man.
Oh damn.
Like my mom, they leave to go to the gym at 7. So
Okay.
I'm here with the twins by myself,
Oh.
trying to be an adult.
Your mother working out too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Work, they don't eat.
Yeah. Hey, what's
That's
up with your what's up? Yeah, what's up with your oldest son, man? He working out? He be working? Huh?
He with him too.
Yeah?
Yeah. He with him too.
Hey, so the whole family working out.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm taking over. I'm going
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. My daughter, she be working out every morning too, man, Monday through Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, normally what happens is my mom will alternate, her and my wife will alternate, but since I'm home, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you off? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
Yeah, man.
wife made some eggs for him, feeding him some eggs right now. So when you hear them like that, I'm not moving.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But it's
Yeah.
good, man. I love it. Thank the Lord for my kids, even if somebody else won't.
You got that little soldier with you too, man.
Nope.
Nope.
He's still asleep. And let sleep as long.
let him sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, you got called out on the waist too, huh, Dre? On that bench, huh?
Yeah, man. One of my coworkers, man, one of these New Yorkers, he from Brooklyn. Brooklyn,
yeah. The way he just said that, he from bruh.
Yeah.
Talking about saying, I bench me, boy. Yeah. Bye.
Hey, how often do they call you out, Dre?
So he's like I said, he knew, you know what I'm saying. So when I first got here, I guess they thought because of my rank, you know what I'm saying, I'm supposed to not be a real one. Up there you go, he wide awoke.
Oh man, talked him up.
But yeah, I guess so that first batch when I got here, I had to show them, and like it's a new batch. Now they want to try me again. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Yeah.
How much you bench at Supreme?
Yeah, like 225, 230.
Yeah, man.
I could squat like man like 6.
Oh yeah.
On the squat, yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what's
My girl
up.
be talking about what you just gonna work out your legs and run the treadmill and not do no upper body. I'm like, man, I do some pull-ups and whatnot, but yeah, I kind of do favor the legs over the.
Man, that's what's gonna save you, man. That's what's gonna save you. Them legs, man. Them legs, boy. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Say what's
up.
up.
Yeah. Hey, can he say any dinosaur names?
Anthony.
What
dinosaur is that? What dinosaur is that? The green one right there. What dinosaur is that?
Tell him Big Hill.
A Therizinosaurus? Who's the king of dinosaurs? It's not Therizinosaurus. Which dinosaur flies? What's the flying dinosaur?
I know.
What's this on your shirt right here?
No, rabbit.
It's a what? Man, he ain't trying to talk that.
Yeah.
Oh, he said a pterosaur ran away.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the flying dinosaur.
Yeah.
But he loved them dinosaurs, man. That's his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's his thing.
Yeah.
Hey, close that door.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let me see here, man. Let me go through these videos, see what we got here, man. Yeah. Hey, Dre, what's the most you benched before?
325.
What was your dog? What was your dog looking like at that point?
I ain't had no dog at that point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was in South Carolina. Actually, I did. I had BJ. I had he's looking pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't no game dog. No.
Yeah.
Dog was next dog.
Yeah, but he looked,
man. Yeah, man. Let's see here. Hey, did Martinez get rid of his dog yet?
I ain't hit him back up. Yeah, I need to follow up with him, man. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Martinez, man. Martinez game dog.
Yeah. He got that mail for sale, man. Yeah. Martinez got some wins too, don't he?
A lot.
Confirmation wins.
A lot. He don't talk about it.
Yeah, man. So you looking for a good confirmation, dog? There you go.
Martinez got a lot. Arrowhead got a lot he don't talk about.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of them, you know what I'm saying, got wins that unless you talk to them one-on-one, you're not gonna know, you know. They don't like the limelight. They just like to do it in silence.
Yeah. Speaking of, man, let me see here, man. Here go one of Art's pups, man. Yeah. First time on a slap mill. First time, man. Give him a little bit of encouragement. Never been on a slap mill before, man. And you got a mill for sale right now. Michonne jealous. She jelly. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Let me Big, I got a question. Your dog,
Yes,
she
sir.
like a little small dog, do it? No, it's not a threat.
Yeah,
Damn near
man. So
replace the position.
that's one of the dopest things that I've seen. I've had one dog, it didn't matter, man. I had to keep him away from damn near anything, man. But Michonne, and I think I think Saki's the same way. Michonne, she really doesn't trip off a dog if it's not a threat. Like she really doesn't trip off a dog if it's not a threat. So, you know, having a little pup around. The only thing she did, since she's a dominant dog, man, she's real dominant. She and she was in heat. She was trying to hump him. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, what was going on?
yeah, man. But other than that, nah, she's she's gonna display dominance, but she's not, you know, as far as this my area, this my thing. But and you know,
Like, let's go play. Fuck it.
nah, she don't even necessarily want to play. She just she more so reserved and kind of just keeping the puppy in place. That was, you know, she not gonna let the puppy overstep her boundaries, and you know, let you know, just the typical thing that a dominant dog would do, letting the dog know, hey, nah, bro, it ain't happening like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but nah, she's not. It would have to be
Bullshit with her for her to get on.
yeah. Tony, Elevator got something going on right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, so I remember my girl called me like, they next door.
Mm-hmm.
Heart drop. Her heart drop.
Yeah.
That's the officer. The retired officer. He got like a little white. I don't know what type of dog it is. He was like, oh, they was just back there playing, running up and down. The heart started back beating, boy.
Yeah.
But she like that though. Little dogs come around, she be like ready to play and shit with them. I be like, man, thank you for it.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
The elevator, goddamn it, he walking the dogs right now.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. Holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But let me see what who else got some pups out there, man, that we got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, and you said you made your dog to that Titan, huh? Titan kennels.
Yeah, you know, cause I tried to. I was out there at my dad's crib year before last trying to breed him.
Yeah.
And I wasn't out there long enough. You know, I you know what I'm saying? She be needing to be courted.
Yeah.
And, shit. Then once got the unfortunate news that, you know what I'm saying, JD died. The rest of the Bill dog. Now I do got one more Bill dog out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do got another one. He have Fat Bill, have Drumicide.
Yeah.
He out here close. You know what I'm saying? I could breed to him, but I just want to do my outcross first.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, I found somebody closer in my neighborhood. You know, I was on Hobley. Some just told me, go on Hobley, see what they got to sell on Hobley.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I wasn't trying to buy no puppies. I was trying to know what that stud was, and he offered stud first.
Yeah.
So shit, he's gonna take it from there, man.
So you see in this video right here, you can see them interacting together. And we talking about building the mental condition of a dog. So one thing that I do when I get pups, you see how the dog is staying on that place it wouldn't move until I grabbed the leash. And that's one thing, you know, I work on. You know, that's a form of building a mental condition. Starting when they pups, man. You know, when I have a house dog, you see how and this is what this is called. It's called proper maintenance. You know what I'm saying? And you know, at the same time, like you know, I take the pup, and wherever I move, the pup comes with me. It's a shadow effect, but it's on leash. And when I'm not busy, if I'm sitting in the same room as the dog, or we, you know, moving around, or, you know what I'm saying, something like that, the dog stays on the place. And then after that, you know, whenever I move around, the dog has to come with me. So it builds that like mental structure. So when the dog starts to grow, naturally it's gonna go back to that its spot. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. How do you handle yours, Supreme? Oh, you was serious, Tony. Oh, my bad, Tony. I thought you. Oh man, you was serious. Yeah.
That's the knock. It sounds like mouth sound better than spine. But
Yeah. No, Tony said it yesterday, and I was thinking about it after the fact. I was like, man, was he serious or was he? You know what I'm saying? My bad, Tony, man. My bad, bro.
Yeah. We don't breathe the clout, we breathe the spine.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
My puppies, man.
Yeah.
I really ain't had so many bad puppies. Well, it took a whole bunch of training or whatnot.
Yeah.
Man,
Let me see.
You know, they kind of blessed, man. But I know, but you know, if they do come in, you know, I'm a little older now. Back then, when I had puppies, I ain't had a mind frame. What I'm supposed to do off the rip.
Yeah.
Back then, I was still underneath the, you know what I'm saying, brand new puppy, cute little puppy, whatever. Now that I'm, you know what I'm saying, of age now, I kind of know what, you know, that motherfucker, I could have one puppy in straight military mode, and then have the other one in goddamn lawyer mode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's just how you spend the time and apply it, but the majority of the time, man, you know, however you spend the time with the pup is how it reflects. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah. Because I'm trying to look for some videos where I can
the dogs out when you start.
Huh?
What you say?
It's important to take into consideration where the dog's at when you start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like where there's that old saying, hard men make strong times. You ever heard the saying? Weak men make fun. It's a saying that's kind of a circle, right? And I think the dogs are like that. Where are they at in that circle of what an apbt is? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you start. So keeping that in mind, you can build them up like if you starting with the right dog already, your end product is going to be even better. And if you start with a dog that's not ready yet, he'll be good. You know what I mean? But he might not be great. You might be like, I did this too early. Once you get 2 weeks in, and then what do you do? You know what I mean? Do you choose to switch a dog, or do you just keep going and try to get him to do the best you can for the shows? Because old school, we would have stopped, but most of them. But new school, like we most of the time will just try to make adjustments and keep going so they can show up looking the best they can.
Man, them old schoolers now, if you ask them about the dogs that they some of the dogs that they, you know, let go or cold, and they probably think about it now, they're probably like, man, I probably should have kept that one. I probably should have kept that one, and I probably would have kept that one.
I gave away probably 13 dogs in about a month period, and there was probably a few of them I should have kept. I mean, there were some. So they were like all. I didn't give away no pieces of shit. I gave away good dogs.
Right.
And now I kind of, you know, some of them I've thought back like, man, that one would have been cool with this. You know, after the fact, I'm like, shoot, I shouldn't have done that. But I mean, you live and you learn.
No.
That's all we're doing. Everybody wants to think we all know everything. That's all we're doing. We're learning. Everybody is living life for the first time theirself. So like we're like one guy might show up to the condition and you know he might not look good. We don't need to rag him out. We need to help him. Not rag him out because he just may have done something wrong. Like he could have had a mentor that was just trying to screw him over that told him to do something wrong. And a lot of the things that people think are important, that are common knowledge to the pit bull terrier, are things that people told people back in the day to help to make them screw up. And now it's being passed around like, oh, that's fact, that's right, that's common knowledge. Not necessarily. Just like if you're conditioning a dog supreme, do you think that working it for 5 hours is better than working it that same 5 hour time over a whole day, a bunch of exploding sessions? Which one would you think would be better?
Man, probably the second one.
Yeah. Okay. So, and you say that because you're thinking about how the dog's going to look when it shows up at the show that day, right?
Right.
That right there is the difference in conditioning one for a show and conditioning one for the old school. The old school, they'd walk them for 5 hours. The new shows, I don't do that. Like I like the result of the muscle building they get with multiple workouts throughout a day. Like I've been working joggers
like
3 times a day.
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep,
Spring
exactly.
polo. I don't really want to walk the motherfucker until she already tired. I don't want to walk them fresh.
Yep.
And then she's smart. She know where we going, and she know the point that she don't want to walk past. Like yesterday, I walked her past that point that she thought we was gonna bust that U-turn, so she got to walk a little funny. But then when you turn, she don't do no pulling until you turn around and go back to her stop.
Mine do that too. I don't know why they do that. It's like when we get exactly the halfway and turn around, they're ready to go back, like hardcore for some reason. Like I noticed that on my old road. Like it was always a struggle to get them. You know what I mean? Like little young puppies, especially. Like starting out with a really young puppy, they'd always struggle to get them down that road. But then coming back, they pulling and digging, and I'm like, And I noticed that too. So that's not just your dog. That's probably pretty common with dogs because I have a lot that did that. Mad Doctor said he's doing the 5 hours.
Yeah, I seen that. He said he's doing that shit.
Yep. That's where the uniqueness of this comes in. It's not there is one right or wrong way, because I mean, if you go watching bodybuilders on YouTube and stuff, they do. Some of them guys will do stuff completely different from each other. They'll eat different. They'll do different workouts, and then they still look very similar. It's like, so you're getting the same results through different things. That's why there is no right or wrong. You know what I mean? Now, there is things you could do that's like completely wrong, like feeding the dog a stomach full of pumpkin. You know what I mean? It's going to poop everywhere. Like, there is things you could do that would be like, screw you up. But they're a little, it's not as sensitive as a subject as people wants to act. It's not. It's real simple baseline. You can get really good results using the proper conditioning. And then like the rest of its life, you've been raising it. So are you raising them to condition them, or are you raising them not to? That's the question. Because some people raise their dogs and they're conditioned their whole entire childhood, though, like the whole time they're a puppy. Oh, they're lean, ripped, look, what you think a grown dog should look like. But at a grown age, you see them around their sibling, and their sibling was fed like a ton, and they just look like they were like they almost malnutrition. And that's because a lot of dogs stay in ketosis. That's the feed that we're feeding is a chicken and rice feed, no fats hardly. Some of these feeds they're staying in ketosis. So that's what's making that's okay. So like, have you gotten your dog in, trying to get her more towards ketosis as you're coming in this last week? Supreme?
My bad. I was multitasking.
Oh, you're good.
What was the question?
Are you trying to get your dog's body into ketosis this last week of the show, like to where it can really come down to hit the date you want it to on?
Yeah, these last weeks was more just just pulling off that one little last layer of fat,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
tucking in on the sides just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's I ain't gonna cap. It's like a 3 day process when I just walk her for 3 days straight. You
Mm-hmm.
get another little piece of result up to straight 3 days, but it got to be a nice little temperature, and we got to
Yeah.
go over 5 miles every time.
Yep.
But
How long does
shit,
it usually take you to do 5 miles, like walking?
5 miles walking, like
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning, shit, because I was taking screenshots of the route I was walking and sending them to Samurai. I think in the beginning it was taking like an hour 45 minutes, then I was getting it down to an hour and 30. Then we started jogging
Mm-hmm.
halfway through, and I was trying to get it to an hour. Because I think it might have got it down to like an hour 5 for the
Heck yeah.
5 miles. Yeah. I
Heck
be
yeah.
trying to make sure I don't be having shit in my pockets though. I be having all type of phone, keys. Be like, man, I need this shit out of my pocket to be jogging with.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard. And then you're like, "Hey, I don't want to be caught down the road and something happen with no cell phones." So it's like, what do I do here? Do I want to be able to run with her great, or do I need to have a cell phone in case of an emergency? Because I have had emergencies, and then I'm like, I ain't got my phone on me. Are you kidding me? Like, I mean, I've had dogs run out on me, while like trying to condition a dog, and I'm like, please do not touch this dog. Like, do not touch my dog. I'm gonna beat your ass if you touch my dog. Like, because I want it. Like, I'm intending on going to a dog show. If a dog comes up and yanks my dog up, then I can't even take it to the dog show because it's scarred up now. Not because it has scars, because it's got cuts now. And like, my dog was on a leash. I've had several dogs come up to my dogs on a leash, and I'm like, get back, and like, stuff like that. Like, I don't like that, and I hate that interaction because your dog sees you kind of worked up like that. You know what I mean? By that other dog, like, get away. You know what I mean? I don't like that. I don't. I've had it happen way too many times. It's not a good feeling when you have to yell at a dog like that to get back and stuff.
Yeah, I be happy when people be having their dog on a leash on the little bike trail.
Yep.
Every dog act up when they see my dog. She don't do no type of acting up.
Yep.
And I'm talking about every damn. You just have some people with well trained dogs, but you have some people with a couple dogs.
They gotta stop and restrain their dog, and me and her just keep on trucking. She don't pay them no mind. She'll pay more mind to the human than the dog. She'll walk up to the human and sniff you before she even get to trip about your dog. But,
Always stop and grab mine up, like by the collar. It makes other people feel safe when you're doing that. You know what I mean? Because they see that you got a pit bull. They see you walking with a pit bull through that walking trail. So if you stop and grab them, hey, how you doing? They're usually like, oh, this nice guy. You know what I mean? He even grabbed his dog. So I always do that.
I need them to know that this ain't going. Well, I see where you're coming from. I understand that, but then that's that person having a false narrative that the pit bull is gonna attack you.
Yep.
So I'm on the other hand. I let the leash go as long as she want to go. I'm not restraining her. She gonna keep trucking. But you probably gonna have to restrain your dog. Now your dog. If you walk up to me trying to speak, hey, how you doing? Woo, woo, woo. I'm gonna try and keep some distance between us. But people be like, and then depending, this is a high class suburban neighborhood that trail go through. So people be having all types of damn collies and miniature collies and. Look, I seen a Pharaoh hound out there. Now I stopped.
That's cool.
I stopped and talked to dude with the Pharaoh hound, and we was there for like 10 minutes talking. I'm like, I got the information, everything he got that motherfucker from.
Yeah,
and his dog was well behaved. My dog was well behaved. They both sat down on the side of us while we talked. That Pharaoh hound was in tip top shape, like he was getting ready for the digital dog. So I am not gonna cap. That Pharaoh hound was ripped the fuck up.
They look like that a lot, don't they? Like it's just almost their genetics to kind of look like that.
Yeah.
I think I have an idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, they long, golden color, longer snout. Not long snout, but it curved. It come down to the point.
Yeah.
They say it's the oldest dog breed.
Huh. I'm gonna do some research on them. That's cool. I didn't know they were like. I thought they were gone. I didn't know that they were still around. That's really cool.
I know they still around.
That's really cool.
Uh, and as much as I hate exotic bullies, well, I
Mm.
seen one that was so ripped the fuck up.
Hey, I'm about to get one, and we about to see what they can do.
Man, this
I'm
little
gonna see.
motherfucker look like
I'm gonna see what they're
this
capable
motherfucker
of.
was not. He wasn't like bowed out. His legs wasn't bowed out. His
Yeah.
stomach wasn't. He was just like a miniature. He was a miniature bully, and this motherfucker was ripped the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm about to get a little black male, and I'm gonna work with him a lot and take videos of it. I'm gonna see what he can do. You know what I mean? I'm not opposed to it. I just want to see what he can do. My fiance wants one, so. And she didn't necessarily pick that. If we could pick, we would have a boxer, but they're hard to come around in my area. Like purebred boxers, or they're hard to come around. I don't know why. They're not like our breed. Our breed, you can go to every corner almost and buy one, but them boxers, they're a lot more rare. You gotta know people somehow. Seems like. And I love Bostons, but they're almost impossible to find in my area too. A Boston Terrier.
I seen one. New
I've
Orleans
seen
ripped the
one
fuck
in the
up.
last probably 10 years.
Yeah.
And she was beautiful. Like, I would have took her in a heartbeat if she'd have gave her to me. Heck yeah, I'll take it. But, I mean, they're just hard to come about. You know, I don't think I mean, this might be a big assumption, but like other people that are in breeds, hound guys, they're like us. German Shepherd guys and stuff like that, they're pretty much like us. But like other breeds, they're not. Like, they're not. People usually don't have. I've never seen somebody that's like, yep, he had a yard of boxers. You know, all of them were on chains. Like, I've never seen that. And not saying it ain't never happened, but I've never seen it. I would love to see like a picture of one. You know, like somebody actually had a big breeding program on boxers. That'd be really cool. And let me clear it up. I did not like boxers. I absolutely hated boxers. Like, I grew up around one when I was a kid, and I had to hit him several times with a golf club because he tried to bite my little siblings and stuff. So I had like a kind of a weird hatred towards boxers for that. And I didn't know, you know what I mean? So I got with my fiance, and she had a 9-year-old white boxer. His name was Hemi. Rest in peace, Hemi. He was just old, and he had cancer. So, but he like made me love that breed. I got to looking into them more and researching, and like they're really a lot more like him than they are that other one I grew up around. You know what I mean? That other one I grew up around was kind of the exception. He'd bite anybody. So, and a lot of it's because they didn't do what we're talking about right here. You know, condition them, socializing them. He just ran around and was, you know, he was just a nuts dog, he was his own person out here in this world apparently. And he didn't make good decisions.
Yeah, man, them motherfuckers are some goofy motherfuckers.
Yeah. Oh, I love it though. I didn't used to, but I love it now. Like, I don't know why. Hemi completely changed my mind on that. This one wasn't goofy. The one I'm talking about when I was a kid, he didn't have none of that goofy. He looked like he'd eat you up. Like, he was tough looking, big, muscular, buckskin dog with a black nose. Like, he was beautiful. Had the white streak up his nose, and he had like pointy cropped ears. Like, I mean, so I know the guy, like, you know, knew a little bit about him, but like, man, he was beautiful. It's the only boxer I've ever seen with cropped ears too in person. But when I was about 12, he definitely got 9-ironed a couple times over my siblings. Oh, let's see who's in the chat.
We got Mad Dr. Tony, okay. He said his brother got a Boston Terrier out from the Bahamas in Pennsylvania. Mad Dr. said he liked the Rhodesian Ridgebacks with a red bone hound for his second choice of dog. I love he needs to cut his
Yeah. That's spine. We breed for spine. I just seen that. The Rhodesian Ridgeback or Redbone Hound, my choice, my second choice of dogs. Yeah. I've been around a lot of red bones. I've hunted behind a lot of red bones, and they're pretty good. for the most part. They're really good. They have a little bit of a tendency for the ones I've been around to be mean to humans though sometimes, and to fight at the tree. I have seen that. Blue ticks, I've seen them be aggressive but not fight at the tree, like growling when they're running loose. The only ones I've ever seen successfully work and never seen no funny stuff out of is tree and walker coonhounds. Like I've ran the most behind them and had the most success behind that dog right there. A tree and walker coonhound. That would be my breed of choice. If I got out of bulldogs tomorrow, I would fill this yard full of walkers, and y'all wouldn't even. I'd be a hound hunter. And like if I probably didn't have all the dogs I already had at a young age, I probably would have went that way anyways because of the area I live in. I have like so many people could have took me hound hunting, and I wouldn't have even had to leave my area, and I could have been like had the best time of my life doing that. But
Tony said he could run that hit. I need to Romeo one my damn self.
yeah, I'm about to have my 4-wheeler together, so I'm gonna start conditioning them by the 4-wheelers.
Yeah, you got a lot of shit to condition with.
I mean, like I've been conditioning dogs for over 10 years now.
Right.
I've done it on a lot of dogs, and I've had different results. Like I've had to use different things and do that. That's why I have so many different tools and stuff to do it with. It's because this dog might like it, and that dog might not. You know what I mean? So I've not had to. I'm this interested in them that I'll give them enough things to do like that. Like I just want to get them on tools and tasks and doing stuff like that. And I mean, like I can sit there and I can talk to like when I go to enter these next few treadmill races, I'm not going to be using a flirt. I'm going to be talking to him, and he'll go. I won't have to use a flirt. He ain't gonna be chasing it out of drive. He's gonna be running because that's what I want him to do.
Right.
I mean, he did pretty good at that. He hadn't been on a mill in over 2 years, and we put him on the last APDR show, and he ran like a half mile, which is pretty good with all them people around, not practiced, not been on it, none of that, not in condition. He just was trucking along same speed. Like I've got him again after working him on the mill and stuff. I can talk to him and he'll speed back up. But right there on that one, he wouldn't do it. I hadn't been working with him like that. It was too cold here. Like I have to wait a lot longer to start. That's one thing. So we said something yesterday about like the dogs are getting better in the digital dog show. That's because we're coming out of winter. People can really shape their dog up and they ain't got to worry about them freezing to death and all that. They can really control shape them up. So like, as it goes more towards, July we should see some really, really good ones because people have their dogs in shape to go to the pig picking. There'll be certain times of years that the dogs will just be like in the winter, they're just going to be like your average pit bull. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to be ripped out. And if they're ripped out, they live in the house. So you can do that in a house. Like I kept Molly ripped up all the time. The whole time she was little, I kept her ripped up, but she lived in the house. And I did a lot of running with her and stuff, and like she does have bad hips now. Like she just does, just from old age. She's almost 10. She just has bad hips now. They bother. Whereas I've done a lot more spring pole and jolly ball. That's a tool we haven't talked about for conditioning. You know, a jolly ball for a horse.
Yeah, I say one of those.
Yeah, okay, so they're great if you can get your dog to get on it. Like, I like the big one, the 12-inch or whatever it is, the 10-inch ball. It's the big one. You can tie a leash to it and, like, sling it across, and then scratch your dog on it, and they'll hit it. Like, and doing that a bunch, and then they'll get on it and, like, work it and work in circles, and they have something in their mouth the whole time. Like, that right there is my favorite tool. If I could choose one tool and I throw every other tool I got away, it's that jolly ball. I keep it. I see the most results out of that thing right there because they'll have a hold of it and they'll start hunkering up like they're like trying to go deeper into something, and it'll like work. You can see it working their core and everything. That right there is one exercise I consider an all around. They're walking in 1,000 circles around it while they're getting it. That is the most. That tool right there is the most like what our dogs are bred to do than any tool we've talked about today. The Jolly Ball, because they'll get it, you can scratch them on it, they'll work it, all that stuff. Like, I love that. And I got a picture of Kaiser where I conditioned him with the Jolly Ball.
Yeah, I know somebody who uses. They got the on one on the end of it. They got like a hand, like
Yeah, like a
push it
handle.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
you
know
can even
somebody.
hang it in a tree, like you can use it as a flirt pole toy too. Like, they'll shred it though. I try not to do that because if you let them have it like that, they'll shred it because they're just pulling all their weight down. Their teeth are cutting through it. You know what I mean? They're pretty
I like
hard.
it. I like it when they push it and they scratch it
Yeah,
through and they push it with their head.
yeah, yep. He said the RBG Lone Wolf said the Jolly Ball is about the only tool my dogs don't destroy. Yeah, they're really good. And just for a toy that comes straight off the shelf for the Pit Bull Terrier, you know what I mean? They're the best, really. Like, you can buy them ropes and stuff, but they always shred them ropes. That Jolly Ball, as long as you don't leave it with the dog to chew on it, you know what I mean? Because they will eat it. So as long because they kind of smell like they're scented. Dogs like things that stink. It kind of
Yeah,
stinks, and they really like that smell for some reason. so, so like I don't just let them have it, but I'll work them with. Well, I've had the headphone died after being on for so long. So basically, I'll work it like I'll use it as a wall climb toy, but for certain dogs because they really like their drive for it is so. That's one thing. Like if you're going to compete, you need in some of these things, you need to have toys that their drive is built so strong up against, and bring it because you don't know how many people I've heard at shows that are like, I wish I'd have brought his toy. You know what I mean, to do that sport with. Bring your toy that you use for your dog always. Because their drive is going to be way higher for it. They play with it all the time. They literally chase it around all the time. So that's. I mean, I've even put the Jolly Ball in front of Kaiser on the mill, and he'll just not move it, just set it on a cinder block in front of the mill, and he'll run after it as long as you leave him. Like he
I
just
know that's
wants
good
it.
shit.
Yep. And it really works. Like I've not heard a lot of guys talk about a Jolly Ball, but man, and maybe it's a secret that I'm giving out. I don't know, but but it works. They're kind of expensive though, but I mean they last for a little while. I've had one for like 8 months before, and if I let Mason touch them, he destroys them every time. He'll shred them every time. So I don't never let Mason touch them. But all the other dogs, they don't like. Mason knows he can destroy stuff, right? Like, I'll give everybody a free tip here. People talks about their dogs not having hard mouth. Okay, you can go to the dollar store and buy you some dollar stuffed animals and play with them, and eventually they'll tear it up. And when they see it tear, they'll start learning to tear it up. You take it away from them, clean it up, get another one out. If they tear up 3 or 4 of them, go buy you a basketball, like a really cheap one. You know what I mean? And eventually they'll pop that and shred it up. And you can use it as a tug, and they'll shred it up. You know what I mean? They'll learn that they can tear it, and then you move up to like, say, a leather football, a real leather football. It's gonna be expensive, but if you want, but you take that real leather football, and they'll eventually pop it too and do the same thing. If they can do that, move up to a baseball glove. And if that dog can tear up a baseball glove, you've got a hard mouth dog. You're ready to release it on hogs then. And I've done it. I've seen dogs' mouth be like way more intense. Tony said 8 months got to be a world record outside of maybe antlers. Yeah, I mean, I tried my best not to let them shred it. You know what I mean? Like, and And for some reason, it got a couple holes in it, but it never shredded like for a while. It was a really good one. It was a light blue one. It lasted a long time. I always buy them light blue ones. It would be even better if they made it like a 1/4-inch sticker. Oh, we coming up on the hour mark. You want to give your outro, Supreme?
Shit, I'm gonna go cut this grass, man. Y'all know I'm outside.
Hell yeah. Yep, I did that day before yesterday.
Let me show y'all the machine, the gun I used to get my dog to rub down.
Yep.
Right here.
Trying to zoom in on it. Oh yeah, okay, I see it.
Bob the brand. So yeah, it get it done quickly. It took a little minute to get used to it, but
Yeah. You use it mainly on her thighs and stuff?
the thighs, and then I rub everything else down with my hands.
Yeah. Yep, we on that hour mark, man.
All right, man. I'll holler at y'all.
All right, I appreciate everybody that come through. See Big A there. You there, Big A? I appreciate y'all for coming through.
Close it out.
Okay. Yep. So you can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I have multiple litters on the ground right now. There's some pups still available out of the 2, and then I had a 3rd litter drop this morning off of Jarvis and Dirty Girl. The Show Dog Journal's coming soon, so hit me up on Facebook if you want to get your dogs in the next one. I'm about to start doing the next one right now. So if you want pictures, write up an article about your dog's show career, and send me 3 pictures with it, and I'll try to put all 3, or if it don't fit because of the article, I'll put two. I'll ask you what your 2 favorite ones are so I can put them. But yeah, so just hit me up on Facebook for that. I appreciate everybody.
Yeah. Beat drop slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain. Locked in the game, never moved for fame. Old mountain lions run deep in the flame. Socket bought the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, running straight through the rain. Red Ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Socket from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second with the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Second from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Yeah.